Hello guys, and welcome back to a new episode of the algorithm. Now last time like that, we we cut power of deserters and deliver it to the Edgewater. And now completely, yeah. We're going out of the territory. We will, let's go here. Let's travel to here. And, what's here? Yeah, what's here? That's not. Oh, I had more. What is this? No. I was here. Or not. Let's check. I think I was. Yep. Oh, temple. Oh, okay. And,
on my way.
And over here. What is? Okay. I think we were. Oh. Here is something else.
Down they go! Yep. Here goes nothing!
That's fun.
I'll fix you right up!
Okay, and yeah, tactical shotgun, tactical shotgun. Shock. For what? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's all. So let's go to ship. Landing set. Whew. Okay. 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 So here's the other one.
Oh my gosh, she is so handsome. Does she have a name? What's the
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
I've worked on the occasional coaching with the Phinies. Once I built a little model craft at their
I've worked on the occasional supply coach in need of repairs. Once I built a little model craft out of spare parts, but Mr. Thompson found out and I had to take it apart. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I mean, thanks. You won't regret this.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain.
Okay.
I can call you Captain now. Ha!
So.
I got a captain.
Ooh.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
What's your stuff?
As always, I am at anything you'd like. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition. That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
On the contrary, they internalize the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known.
On the contrary, they internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it. They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
Let's talk about it.
Yes?
Oh. Let's install the regulator. Ooh.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Whoa. Good. I'm waiting
We have
for
received a
you.
communication request from Dr. Phineas Weles.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Okay, let's check this shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Someone seconds after just digging around in here is an easy way to lose a finger. Oh. She being a friend. Oh, that's Parvati. Oh, that's Parvati, you see. Yeah, that's Parvati. Don't take it to me. Okay. Oh, and this is Weles. The textbooks have been out of print of almost half a century. The magazines are filled with scribbled notes and many passengers have been underway. Some pages have come loose, they grew yellowed and cracked along spines. Scrubbing the journal pages except Vicar Maximilian Discipline. Thank you, Vicar, for your ammo. Oh, this. Banner Part 1. Very qualified consolidation. Part 2. Principal rules of restrictive management. Part 3. Moral and maximizing banning untechnical litter. Part 4. Proof of the ground accuracy and predestination. I refer the titles listen. Part 5. Constant the mind and the will of man when led astray. Part 6. Official list of band title. Part 7. Participle for advancing this investigation, acting and personal of officers. Okay. And this one. Let's see. Personal green card. Representation points to a hem. Okay. There are signs of possible. Impossible to put down. Order of simply equal Office of Literature. This endorsement has been approved. Anthony Cleo's Darlings. Signed by Samuel Wicklow, who held the record of most federal. Okay. I examined it only, and that's Darren Money. Horror vision of future. The body has been known by the sad use in slow switches and murder. Only Halcyon Hound can restore approved by minister. Okay. Okay, that's empty. And that's empty. And that's empty.
Crew members who microwave some tuna are subject to be jettisoned from the airlock.
Okay. Nothing. Become. Oh yeah. Telescoping staff. Ooh. Here's my machine. Okay. Ooh. Hogwarts School. Hogwarts School project at Disney and your companions to give access to restricted areas provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits and unauthorized personnel and our resident attack. Okay, that's useful. Message from Alex for unreadness. Oh, I forgot to mention I previous message. Silly me. I'm making you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singular Steel. It's about dashing space pirates with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly boards upper one. So don't you go showing it around to your spacers buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any simulator to a certain someone are entry international. Udom. Turtle Logs. Remember this later. No battery now. Remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I'm in connection continually. No, Ada, not I'm dead. Why would you ask me that? Back to the point, Mike. I saw in the closet with my own two eyes a stolen power weapon in Weles's lab, just sitting there for the talking. If their gray hair were to look away or forget about it, maybe. Or if I had asked to smig them more nicely. He called it shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lose my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of the other scientists who were dared push the boundaries of human knowledge and the assembly laws. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the borders of the mind and science's cutting edge. But I feared were just stories to be haunts. Laying eyes on Weles's shrink ray, finished there enough to make a fella wonder. More to be ahead. Last time I got was imbling at the lowest hope on the groundbreaker. Them was really free with the drinks. He seems like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly even drops on two murders, yammering and about a mad scientist some years back who claimed he made a huge discovery would change the fate of the colony. Like none of us have heard that one before. But here's the good part. The murderer said the mad scientists keep yelling about the hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by crazy logo lab coat. Sure fits the bill. It could be another one of the weapons that inspired Weles. Whoa. Why won't Weles just give the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth to Trestus and back. Let the record show. I did apologize for shutting him down 5 times, but I turned them it just sitting there, neglecting and gathering dust. I should have compared it and spanked him without asking permission or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean? I asked. That I'm not trustworthy enough. That I'd use the wipe of good. That I'm not strong enough. Just say. I have some technical problems, but okay. Only like some sort of smell psycho. I'll admit to maintaining some quantifiable association, but I follow a strict rule of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Weles forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to other science weapons through Halcyon. Its gossip holds true, but my next step will be to check with black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. Whew, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, let's transfer stuff. Some what I know need. I wish to keep. I wish to keep space gun. Yeah. My bolt pistol. That's all. And economy. So that's shot. Let's keep shotgun. Okay. Let's sleep. 7 hours. Oh. Okay. Deserters dream of the employee life without words or sight. That is a really important lesson. Never dream. Oh, look at this animation. Oh, and it's there. Okay, do that. Of course. Oh. Modify. I don't know. Pick up. Okay. Oh, heck. I don't have better armor right now. Sorry. Larger passenger. Speaking on groundbreaker. Sense weapon groundbreaker. Yeah, let's ask Ada about Sam.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
About maximum. Keep anything about.
The unit is a cleaning staff.
Oh.
Halcyon brought it on board some cycles ago. I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify Sam. If you check the terminal in the captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what will remain in order for Sam to properly operate.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Yeah. Oh, did he up? Captain's turn.
The unit is a cleaning Sam. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify Sam. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for Sam to properly operate.
Some might say a clean,
See you soon, Captain.
killing machine. Should be fine. Second step. Removal of factory standard part SUDS steeper was successful. Delivery of combat modification replacement part acid steeper has been delayed. Progress setback is eliminated now to be a solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to, but I do. First emergency. I'm giving up hope on delivery. Just part is smooth transit. I'm not running time soon, but good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a girl who knows the broker who overcharging me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper I can switch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseville. I'm sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing I did and knew it years ago. I'll pick it up following this next pistol. Back to Emerald Vale. Weles wants me to screw some personal details to come. Obviously I need to go in Roseville, so What? Let's see. But find assets, some offers there. Yeah, that's in Roseway. So nothing there. Sun's weapon. Where Phinies Sun's weapon? Oh, passenger. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, that's there too. Typical and IC2. Nothing of. Oh, that's nothing. That's not Halcyon on here. It's not calm here. Tartarus. Born. Oh, it's nothing new. Let's do hot, I think. I know. Let's go to Phineas Lab. Oh, welcome to the system map. So, here you can see all planets in the system as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked. Through some landing bays require special codes and key before you are allowed to landing here. Moving planets is considered extremely dangerous and all employments are ignorant to remain home to. Oh, don't do it.
Arrived at Phineas' orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself?
We have
No, do that is so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's from gone. Okay, let's go here. And necromancy. Okay. Ooh. Pretty good one.
Hello? Can you hear me?
successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Hello, Phineas.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Oh.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Absolutely. Let's talk. No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Ah, the wanted criminal himself. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Oh, okay. Hello, baby.
Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a talented scientist, after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular.
Science weapons are weapons constrained and
Yes,
powerful.
indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress. Of course, I'll be here, as usual.
That's wonderful. Okay, now continue to else. I broke down. Only difficult. Your road, leave your help. All necessary materials should be in house. Not go ahead and load me. Dumped a new associate during Terra 2. New advocate. They found strength in my purpose. I trust in them only about a percent. They are recovering a ship. Should be along any time. You need to know where to send them. Let me know where you get me. Add her to the other. Okay. Okay, oh. And let's upgrade to maximum. And let's quick save. What's happening after I kill?
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Let's keep. Hello. Let's go experiment. That's experiment. Okay. Give it not keep. We are not in park. Oh, who's good? Hello.
I was saving that for a special occasion. Look at this mess. Oh well, at least the tumors are still edible.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk more about the game. Okay, here. Leave it away. That's not what I use.
I hope you're not thinking of ingratiating yourself with the board. Chairman Rockwell and his cronies are not your friends.
Oh.
They might tempt you with promises of wealth, but don't be fooled. They're just using you for their own ends. What's on your mind? Absolutely. Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the ether. Well, no, I last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia. Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know. Because we've lost our way, the board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned to total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
Thanks for chat. Okay.
I live in a glass box with my experiments. Do I look like I care about social graces? I'd rather work on perfecting my research. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it? I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
Hello, baby. Oh. So, baby. That's for experiments, Miss Alice. For experiments. I'm gonna keep her small. Thanks, kid. And her tiny bit. That's really useful. But that's all for this episode, and that's the perfect time to end this episode. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, click the like button. If you wish more of this, just click the subscribe button. And see you next time with more episodes of the episodes that we're gonna go to the Groundbreaker, I think. Yeah, Groundbreaker. And thanks for watching. And see you next time. Bye bye.